Allegations of unequal law enforcement, the Commission got first-hand accounts of intimidation and terror from Negro victims themselves. Janitor Alfred Whitley from Natchez, a center of Klan activity, told how a gang of hooded men took him to a swamp one night last year, stripped him naked, and whipped him.
They rolled out 2 bullwhips then. And said, "You hear this?" They popped it around over my head a little. Then they shoved me down on my stomach. Well, they had all of my clothes off. And when they shoved me down on my stomach, then they started beating. And they beat there till they got tired of beating and went to blaspheming. And saying he tougher than we ever beat on. Say that we are, he won't talk, and we know he ain't dead. At that time, I asked them a question. I said, "Y'all brought me out here, and I didn't know what you brought me for. And y'all hadn't asked me nothing. I didn't know nothing to tell you." So, "Well, don't you know, we know you is the leading nigger in Natchez of the NAACP and the Masonic Lodge, and you have a white leader, and you're going to tell us who he is." Then one, what you call a riding strap, he lit in and beating me in the face. He beat till he knocked me over. And then they jumped me back up on my knees and they said, "Now you'll tell the white man the truth." I said, "Well, I done told him all the truth. That's it, that I know." I said, "I told you I'd tell you about the church, and that's all I've done to. Nothing else." I said, "I can't tell you nothing else." And he handed me a bottle of castor oil and told me to drink every bit of it, and I drank it. And at that time, one shoved a single barrel gun across my nose. They laid right across there like that, and said, "Nigger, smell what you gonna die of." And that time, the other one had the double barrel gun and said, "Get up on your feet." I stood up and looked at the hood. I couldn't look him in the eye. I just looked at the hood. He said, "Nigger, run." And I took off and run just about 12 minutes to the wall there. And they had a flashlight lantern shining on me, and I just fell on my stomach. And when I fell, they carried that light just like that, and they didn't see me. And they clamped the light out, and they shot right while they seen me last. They just empty guns right over my head now.
Whitley had never tried to register to vote, never was involved in civil rights work, said he recognized one car of that of a white fellow employee, figured he was beaten because of something he must have said at work.